welcome back. This is Jacob, and today we are going to be continuing the Let's Play for Reverse 1999. And I immediately voice broke there in the intro. Sorry, my voice is a bit strained over the last couple of days, but hi everybody. It's time to continue the Let's Play and jump into our new event story, and I am looking forward to this one. I did really enjoy the last one, specifically the one with Yanis and Erd, and I'm looking forward to seeing this one. The characters seem interesting. They have a lot of drip, and yeah, I am looking forward to seeing what this is gonna be like. And I'm specifically interested who are leading characters for the story are gonna be in this one. Like, I don't think I even recognize anybody from what I'm seeing right now. Obviously, the new playable character are new, but I have no idea who's gonna be our lead character in this. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And of course, considering the banner currently alive is also with a new limited character, we're definitely gonna be doing some polls at the end of today's episode, so stick around to see how that goes. Oh, speaking of polls as well, a quick little update from the polls of the free 100 polls that we had over the last couple of weeks. I did get a second. I did get a second Isolde, so that's kind of funny. I have at least once imprinted Isolde now. I need to level her still, but that kind of worked out in a weird way. But yeah, anyway, before we jump into this story, last time we did the character story for Lopera, which was good God, that was a story. Lopera definitely has some bad luck with dads in her life, and that is an understatement. That is definitely an understatement. But yeah, as a lead-up story, it was also kind of interesting to see the events that lead up to Chapter 8 through that perspective, but also, as you guys pointed out in the comments, and something that didn't even occur to me, but yeah, Chapter 8 does never really dive into the whole thing that she's an alchemist, but her character story definitely showed that off quite a lot. I mean, through the minigame as well. So I'm actually surprised that they never really showed that in the main story of Chapter 8. Really surprised. But outside of that, the story was definitely interesting. Quite a lot of depression, and kind of also adds a little extra weight of how she must feel after the end of Chapter 8. Like, really adds to the whole thing. But speaking of the comments on the previous episode, Random Situation said, out of the two character stories, I personally like Lopera's over Huanzhou's. While Huanzhou's character story paints the atmosphere of 2.2 a lot more accurately, according to other comments, Lopera has a lot of unfinished resolve that I think is worth looking forward to. Despite my Xeno bias, as shown by my Lilia profile picture, couldn't tell. Anyway, Xeno just seemed to be taking L after L, and this time the L belongs to Lopera. I see what you did there, by the way. Can't seem to catch a break, you say. She's definitely the designated depression character, that's for sure. Okay, actual story talk. Family will always be the thing that matters most in this world, as Rodrigo said so himself. The support of a loved one is truly invaluable, but to have them, or in this case, Lopera's fathers, constantly betray you, it shows an unyielding stake. It shoves a unyielding stake through your heart in a way no other loss can. Speaking of loss and the sadness that comes with it, it's definitely the overarching theme of 2.2. Probably why it's called Tristes Tropiques. These characters who went through the most horrible times of their life because of the environment surrounding them said so is already a rough spot to start. Not to mention Lopera's personal efforts of trying to weigh the dice in her favor. Yeah, quite literally and proverbially. Though it seems that no matter how hard she tries, it's a losing gamble for her no matter what. if you wanna get good at winning, you gotta get used to losing, and I am curious if this losing streak will pay off one day. Yeah, that, like I said, the little bits and morsels of the puzzle that they keep adding, and especially through characterization and the characters of the story. So far, I am wondering where the whole Xeno story arc is gonna be leading to, because right now they are really in a rough spot, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing how this is gonna continue. And hey, we're gonna continue soon, because once I'm done here with this event, we're gonna jump back into, well, the event and the two character stories. We're gonna jump back into main story for at least one chapter before the next patch rolls around. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how that is going to continue. And yeah, what you said about Rodrigo as well. True, family is definitely important in life, and if you don't have family, at least having someone to support you in your life is a very good thing to have, honestly. And speaking also of Rodrigo, there was another comment, and I just want to add to the whole Rodrigo discussion. I can see where Rodrigo was coming from, like in some of his lines towards the end of the story, where he was essentially just he was essentially straight up just supporting Lopera's real father's actions. And to be fair, I get why. I totally get why he was in favor of Lopera's dad and his actions and stuff like that. I mean, it makes sense, because in both cases, both Rodrigo and Lopera's dad kind of boxed themselves into a very tough spot in their lives. As in, they both made very hard decisions that had very strong repercussions for their lives and their family lives, but they had to stick to their guns, and they had to keep on going if they wanted to keep on living, right? So that's one thing. So Rodrigo, who boxed himself into the same kind of position where he's just trying to survive with his family, yeah, makes sense. It makes sense that he would support it, because that's his lifeline. That's essentially his mental lifeline. He sees another dad who did the same thing as him, even though he definitely knows that the things he's doing are not the best thing. So, you know, grasping at straws, essentially, right? Just kind of trying to justify your means in a way. But yeah, good lord, that was definitely a story, and yeah, I did enjoy it, despite the depression and everything else. Definitely, as I said, definitely puts into perspective how Lopera's mental state has to be by the end of chapter 8. Holy shit. And we'll see in the future how that is gonna play out. I mean, Eeyore is definitely gonna be back in the story at some point. Again, I think I said it in a previous episode, but again, I think Lopera has an absolute right to put at least one bullet into the guy. And I don't think anybody can dispute that right. Look, in Japanese, the guy is already voiced by Kiryu's voice actor from Yakuza. And Kiryu is very well known across multiple games to take at least 1 or 2 bullets or a stab wound and healing the same wound in the span of the same game. A lot of times in the span of 24 hours. Look, don't question it. But he has plot armor, let's put it that way. His voice actor already has plot armor. But yeah, we'll see how that plays out. But yeah, anyway, random situation, thank you very much for that comment. Right then, let's see. Springtime Unending, huh? Actually, I haven't even seen through this stuff. Oh my god, is it just me, or do I have to tilt my head to read this? This might be just me. Okay, when is the second character story unlocking? It's actually what? Oh, 15 days. Okay, good. I have time. I have time. Let's go. Okay. Actually, just as a question. Oh, we're doing this again. Oh, we're doing this again! Hell yeah! This was a cool little detail from the previous news story from Barrels in Paris, to be able to zoom out like this. Very cool. Alright, cool. Who the hell are you? Just as a question, just so I can probably pace out this series decently enough. How many stages are there? just so I can actually pace out the episodes for future parts. If someone can give me the answer in the comments. But anyway, prophecy. Just a rumor or a centuries-long scheme? Question mark? Uh-huh. Oh yeah, we're doing some Windows 95, 98 interesting. Which year is this taking place in? Actually, now that I think about it.
Heron 出，小儿苦，良田千里遍尸骨。
Okay.
东雷吼，乌云雾，地裂千里鬼哀哭。
Uh-huh. Not creepy at all, by the way.
千鸟林，阴阳颠倒，日夜停。
What the hell? Utu office, okay.
汉成王，仙人将，长生不死，脱灾殃。
Uh-huh. Okay, it's not auto-scrolling. I thought because the camera is moving that it's gonna auto-scroll. Oh, also now that it's crossed my mind, I'm gonna put it at the end of the episode. Like I said in a I think I said it in a previous episode. I recorded the little five day long event. Completely forgot about it, so apologies. Usually I put this at the beginning of these episodes, but yeah, I recorded the little 5-day login event with the little stories, which is pretty much, I believe, just a if memory serves me right, it was pretty much just kind of like a tourist pamphlet kind of thing for the place we're gonna be in, I think, in a story, but yeah, I recorded it. I'm gonna use it at the end of the episode today, so stick around for that for people who have maybe missed that. Anyway, what was the text on the black and white stuff? When black grass creeps, the children cry, 1,000 fields where dead ones lie. When thunder roars and dark clouds curl, the earth splits wide, the spirits swirl. When the dragon glares, birds take flight. Yin twists with yang, sun and moon unite. Okay. Okay, interesting. When Huanzhou falls, the immortal descends, granting longevity and the calamities end.
Talk about inspiration! I'm using this as the introduction for my feature article. The mysterious vibe's gonna have them totally glued to the pages.
Okay, so the greenish-haired character from the bottom left of the main menu is our lead character for the story, I'm taking it, and they seem to be a Utu member. Okay, so we're continuing with the theming of Utu characters leading through these stories. Okay, I'm in.
Got a whole lot of other stuff too. Gonna start as soon as I wrap up this fieldwork. Trust me, Miss Verity, this article's gonna be the start of Utu's special issue on the East. I guarantee it.
Oh, Verity is back as well. Okay, right, yeah. As Reed? Okay, Reed, that's your name, huh? As Reed provides her update, her voice shakes a delicate strand of spider silk before being carried off in the wind. The two editors nod. One... Just realized the edges of the screen right now, the spider silks. Oh, whoa, 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 it's actually getting more and more. The two editors nod. One reaches out and gingerly touches the silk before them.
I think you really have something, Miss Reed. An elliptical rhyme concerning disasters and the secrets of longevity. It's no surprise that adventurers find it so intriguing.
I'm happy to see her back. She was an interesting addition to the Robuska story.
But stories like this are not all that uncommon. I worry it won't have enough substance to carry our special issue.
Huh, interesting. Also very interesting considering this is obviously gonna be Utu characters leading through the story. I wonder if you're gonna get more background story as well on Utu in general.
What makes you so sure it's worth a field trip?
Ah, great question, ma'am. Well, I did some homework. It's not that much to go on, but if you just hear me out.
The wind carries the sound from the other side faithfully, even the soft noise of her turning pages.
There's been all kinds of mantic rhymes in China since, like, the dawn of recorded history. A lot of them obscure or ambiguous, like, here. There's this one about the Zhou dynasty. He who sells bows and quivers shall bring the collapse of Zhou. But really, it was the man's adoptive daughter who married Emperor Yo of Zhou and led to the empire's downfall. And she wasn't even the main cause. What I'm saying is, most of these mantic rhymes are laced with veiled analogies. Who knows what they could mean? But this one's different. An exact event at an exact location. It's gonna be a breeze finding more details in the local annals. And my informant promised they'd give me more information when I get there. So, yeah, this trip could be a bust, but I'll regret it for the rest of my life if I don't get to the bottom of it. So, here I am in Jewel County, and guess what I found?
Uh-huh. She pauses, savoring the suspense.
The wind really does blow around here. Only a little, but it for sure does.
The editors exchange surprised looks and lean in.
Will you need any further assistance?
Barbara!
I'm all good for now, but I'll let you guys know. First, I've got to contact my informant and set up a meeting. Then, I'll interview some locals on the street. Who knows? We could even find another shelter if things go well.
That's an idea. She's so eager to share her plans that she fails to notice her colleagues have fallen quiet.
She's always been a go-getter. In every life.
In every life? What does that mean? In every life? Oh, is she maybe talking from the perspective of the reverse thing? Does she maybe mean that the current Reed she's talking to is a reversed version?
But I worry for her. You know how obsessed she is about longevity. These clues she found are unlikely to be a coincidence.
Okay, an obsession with longevity. With long or immortal life even, huh? Okay, interesting. I wonder what that is gonna lead into. Or rather, why she has this obsession?
You needn't worry. Reed grew up there, originally. She won't have any trouble getting accustomed. But let's keep an eye on her. Just to be sure.
The woolly editor holds her worried expression. Verity returns it with a silent, pleading glance, motioning toward the still open silk. Oh, what was that sound in the back? Jew country, huh?
Are you still there?
Okay, this is definitely the 90s. I see some brutalesque buildings in the background, albeit small, paired up with like traditional buildings, vehicles, and definitely some old-timey cars.
We trust you've made a good decision with this article, but our network isn't stable right now. You'd better...
The noise from the streets drowns out the rest of her words.
不好意思，我马上让开。
Holy shit, you have so much stuff on you. Jesus. Also, she has a unique design, well, drawing style to her face, rather put. That's interesting. Compared to, actually, to her entire body. Yeah, that feels like a completely different style from the usual characters. I wonder why that is. Huh. Okay. Also, she literally has reeds in her hair. That is That is kind of funny. Alright, anyway, what did she was speaking Chinese. My bad, didn't mean to block the way.
Cool, gotta go. I'm racing against the clock here. Call you later.
Huh. Yeah, she has a lot of grass and reeds around her character design. Plus the paper is obviously everywhere, but wow, even her hair is just reeds of grass. Huh. Is she some form of, I don't know, awakened or beyond being or something?
Watch out. Danger. No worries, I'll be careful. Bye-bye!
Reed ends the connection, adjusting her spiderweb brooch as she dodges through the crowds of people and passing bikes. She looks around and spies her... Sorry, distracted by music. Ooh, this is a new tone. She looks around and spies her goal not far away.
Hate to hang up on you, Barbara, but I've got, like, no time to do this. Maybe I'll buy her some local delicacies to say sorry. Place sure is lively. So many stores. Oh my god, and the restaurants. Finally, no more driving to Chinatown to get a decent meal. Alright, first things first. Gotta find an internet cafe to contact the informant. Oh, better get a couple bottles of water too.
Oh, this is definitely in the 90s. This is definitely in the 90s, an internet cafe. I wonder what year this is. The grass-headed editor walks toward the sign across the street. Huh, even the story is calling her a grasshead, okay. An electric fan oscillates back and forth, attempting in vain to blow away the heat rising from the road. Reed rests on a bamboo chair, her hand finding the mouse in a familiar motion. Yeah, this is definitely past 1995. I mean, internet cafes and everything. Plus, that is definitely a PC style from both monitor, keyboard, mouse to the actual case that I had as a kid. that pretty much looks like my PC from... Oh god, when did I have my first PC? 1998? Or 1999? I can't remember. Somewhere around there. God, a Pentium 1. I had a Pentium 1, Jesus Christ. Liu Shu Wuya is copyright 1992. Oh god, by the way. Whoa! Endless Stream BBS version 1.0. Okay, a chat room or a forum. Trending notice recently trending. Inaugural Zhou country something may blossom growth. Okay, the Millennium Catastrophe. Is this actually taking place in 1999? Aliens in Sichuan. Boards, Novel Alliance, Science and Nature, Help and Discussion, okay. So on what forum or whatever is she now? Home trending, Zhou country anecdotes. Okay. Yeah, the country annals are a solid lead, but I'm still not sure about the method. I think method of longevity. Wanna meet IRL? Okay. Can't wait to hear the rest of your intel. One with flow. Replying to read it. Read its post. Yeah, the country. Oh, okay. I didn't even notice. It's you can read it there. Sure, seeing equals believing, right? Come to Huanzhou. I'll send the address when you get here along with snacks and in spots. But hey, if your article gets published, you owe me big. Oh, do I have to? Okay, there we go. I had to actually click onto the field. Hey, I'm Huanzhou already. Oh, this is interactable. This is kind of nice. Wow, you're fast. Seems you could could use a break. Go to Dongmen Street and try Grandma Wang's clear soup. Classic Huanzhou sweet. Can't promise she's still there though. Her stall was packed last time I went, but that was ages ago. Thanks, but I'm racing the clock here. Can we meet before it gets dark? At least at the stall you mentioned. I'm easy to spot. Green hair, glasses, a bunch of bags, and a notebook. Alright, but not at the stall. Follow this. Enter the county through the Northland Custom House. Head east past the Great Buddha Temple. Keep straight until you hit Zhang's Pharmacy. Zhang's Pharmacy? Why is that familiar? Then turn south and walk on the Paifeng. You'll find Jin's well under the second tree. I'll see you there. On my way. Oh, and hit X. Ow! I like the interactivity. That's very fun. She processes the new information immediately, drawing up a mental map of her impending investigation.
Nice and clear. Let's go.
Reed takes a confident step forward.
Excuse me, do you know the way to Jin's well? It's under a tree by the Paifeng.
What well? Never heard of it. If you're looking for scenic spots, go to the outskirts of town. There's a lot of beautiful sculptures and architecture out there. And the May trees in the Central Park are famous. But I don't know anything about a well.
Yeah, the more I'm looking at her face, the more she looks like she's just folded out of paper.
Oh, thanks. I'll check them out later.
She waves goodbye to the 15th kind person she has questioned so far. The information she's been hoping for still fails to arrive. Standing in the heart of Zhou country, she lets her eyes wander from the new unfinished buildings rising in the east over to the ancient horse-head walls in the west.
Jianshe Road.
Oh yeah, I didn't even look at it, but considering this symbol and everything, is this year, according to the Chinese calendar, the year of the horse? By any chance? Cause all the horse stuff around and everything? The street sign's metallic glare blinds her for a moment.
That's it. I've asked everyone on the street. No well, no stall, no Grandma Wong. There's no way I got the address wrong. Did my informant lie? Not likely. What good would that do them? The Northern Custom House, the Great Buddha Temple, Jianshe Road, Renmin Road.
The locations feel off to the young editor. Each one seems to have no connection to the others.
What if these are all old locations? Like, the names of places from the past?
Oh my god, her glasses literally just have her eyes painted on. Okay, she's definitely some awakened, isn't she? That was freaky just now. Okay, interesting character.
Hey, young comrade. What are you doing in the middle of the street?
A voice speaks, bringing a tide of relief that washes over her like soft rain.
You've been asking around for directions, haven't you? To the bus stop? Just follow me. I'm heading there right now.
No. I'm meeting someone by Jin's well. Do you know where that is? Could be an old name, like really, really old. So, if you know of anywhere even kinda similar, that'd be great. Anything will do.
Jin's well. Jin's well? I've lived here almost 60 years and never heard of it.
Jesus, okay, how old is this supposed to be then?
Then it might be more than 60 years old? Maybe 100 or so?
100 years old? You've got to be kidding. Things change so fast. The whole county looks completely different every few decades, let alone a century. You're not trying to pull a fast one on me, are you? I thought you needed help.
No, sorry.
She considers each piece of information, trying to find a path through their mutual confusion.
Oh, wait, the rhyme. Have you ever heard of this rhyme? It's about black grass, thunder, the earth opening up, and an immortal.
What? A rhyme?
The scorn in his voice is withering. For a moment, the approaching deadline and her still blank pages seem like a freight train rushing toward her.
Aren't you a little too old to be searching for things from fairy tales? But I have heard it before. An immortal that slept deep beneath Zhu County. In ancient times, when the sky shattered and the earth broke apart, they emerged to save the town.
Interesting. Also, why is the perspective closing in like we're falling asleep? What is happening?
But the immortal disappeared right after, taking the method of longevity with them. And no one has ever figured out where they went. Still, grave robbers turn up around here every year. Those troublemakers just won't give up. You seem like a bright young lady. Surely you don't buy into this longevity nonsense, right?
What is happening? Why are we falling asleep? Quotes? What's happening? To be continued. Okay. Alright, interesting beginning. Interesting beginning, huh? Okay, also PC. What is this now? Whoa. Okay. Wait, I cannot scroll over this. Oh. Oh, this keeps going? Oh, it is keeping on going. Wait, what is this? Any blah blah blah. Any travel guides to Zhu County? Oh, okay. It was actually typing because I was clicking. Okay, what is this? Okay, so from read it, or read rather. Hi everyone, I'll be visiting Zhu County soon. Any recommendations for scenic spots, local snacks, or arcane lore worth checking out? What is this? Oh, Utu. Utu and the spider. Oh god. Old ASCII art. This is definitely the 90s. Fragrant rice. Welcome to Zhu County. Come check out my dessert stall. It's just north of the custom house. I'll give you a discount. Feeling blue. That a signature. Are you from Utu? Zhu County is moving up in the world. You should check out the ancient city wall. It's remarkably well preserved. 3744. Speaking of which, don't go to Kenkel Pedestrian Street at night. Don't say I didn't warn you. When pigs fly. Or what? You'll stuff yourself till your belly bursts? Okay, from read it. By the way, does anyone here know wind-related arcane skills? I've been walking around and the airflow in a lot of places feels sluggish. Did anyone else notice this? Is there a story behind it? And someone replied from internet way internet way too slow. The beginning internet. I don't know much about arcane skills, but my family once hired a feng shui consultant when we were looking to buy a storefront on Renmin West Road. He said the chi nearby was stagnant and that we'd need a real master to fix it. Would you happen to be a master OP? Want to come take a look? Lol, thanks, but I don't actually do feng shui readings, I just use related arcane skills for work. Cloudy Hermit. OP's talking a load of nonsense. Zhu Country is a place where wind gathers and chi pools. One of the best feng shui locations in the whole county. That's why it's thrived since ancient times. Country, not county. Okay. Okay. Fun. This is a fun little story. Let's see. A Windblown Reed. Critters! Okay, we're not that far off, but the atmosphere is different. Okay. She spreads her leaves and follows the flow of air. Aha. Oh, beginning with this. On my way, quick reply. Hey, I searched the entire... Oh, this is continuing from the previous conversation. I searched the entire county and asked loads of elders about Jinswell and Grandma Wang's dessert, but no one's heard of them. What does the 555 mean at the end of the sentence? I don't remember what that is supposed to symbolize. You got any worries about meeting up? Please let me know if there's anything I can do. I really need to meet you in person. Sorry, but I can't do that. Maybe try the old gate. That likely hasn't changed much. You'll know if I'm lying when you get there. Why there? And could you please give me more details? Otherwise, I'm not sure I can trust you anymore. You can read the flow of chi, can't you? I saw you use the wind to contact your friends. Great to finally find another chi reader. Perhaps destiny guided us to each other. So the thing is, I need a chi reader to unite the wind knots in the county for me. I wish I could let you start with an easy one, but it seems I don't have a choice. There's a wind knot at the old gate. Untie it and I'll come and find you. I have to go. I've said too much and may have drawn unnecessary attention. Be careful. I'll talk to you later. Interesting. It's like she's talking to someone from a completely different time and space, or the other person is just in like a different. Considering we're doing, just gonna say this. Considering we're doing a very similar map system here and the presentation system here, like with the barrel story, I wonder if we're doing the whole thing of dream and reality thing again. A wind knot? How did you know I contacted my friends? Have you been spying on me? And there's not gonna be any reply? Is there? Maybe? Typing? Please try refreshing before you reply. Can I refresh? Oh. Huh. Okay. Oh, no, wait. Uh-huh. Are you still there? Oh, I had to refresh a couple of times, okay. Oh, that's that. Reed shoots up from her seat. The storekeeper, half startled, looks over to her.
What's wrong? Is that computer acting up again? Don't you worry. I'll have my daughter fix it. You look a little pale. Here, have some water.
Yeah, give the paper water. Hot steam rises up from the plastic cup.
These newfangled computer things are quite complex, you know. It takes time to understand how they work.
Thank you, ma'am. Can I ask, do you know of any old gates that are still around here? Even if there's just a bit of wall left, or even a single brick, anything.
The storekeeper looks puzzled, but eventually she gestures with her chin to into the distance.
An old gate. You must have been too busy to notice it before. Over there.
Uh-huh.
It's just a gate like any other. Why do you ask?
Oh, the little like tunnel entrance through a wall there, I guess, to the building in the back. Interesting. Okay.
I'll have another pack of water, ma'am. Can I stay here for a couple more hours?
Oh, and something happening? Falling asleep? Oh yeah, something definitely happened. Even against the deep darkness, Reed can still make out the shape of the tall building. She rubs her eyes and looks around. Well, it's definitely nighttime. Everything is still, even the wind has stopped.
It's late, but this must be the place. The wind's definitely slowing down around here. Barbara's right. There's gotta be a reason for this interference in the network.
Reed sighs and rubs the yellowing grass on her head.
I'm totally running out of time. Whoever's behind this, I gotta confront them stat. I guess I might miss the article deadline, but I can still solve the interface issue. That counts as a win, right?
Her grass blades sway as she watches a spider descending down a strand of web. Reed brushes the silk with her finger.
The wind doesn't hover in place for no reason, let alone get tangled up. So, if it gets tied up in a knot like this, there's gotta be some kind of special power making it stick. That power clings to any wind that passes by. The closer the wind is to the knot, the slower it becomes. So, all I need to do is...
Oh?
find the spot where the wind's moving slowest.
Okay.
Over there!
She cries out with joy, only to realize her surroundings as she ducks her head in embarrassment.
Oops, sorry. I'll try to keep it down.
I don't think anybody's around. Luckily at night here in this quiet neighborhood, Reed seems to be the only one awake. She grabs her flashlight and walks out toward the gate. Very nice. Uh-huh.
It's close. Let me feel for the wind again.
She reaches out her hand, but this time no silk appears. A breeze stirs the grass on her head. It carries broken sobs, then the bell of an approaching bike.
I knew you'd come. Come on, show yourself.
Her flashlight beam sweeps the area, but it doesn't find her expected foe.
You're one with the flow, right? Wait, what if they aren't even human?
Her spirits lift a little.
I've got to dig deeper. This'll totally make the article... Ah!
Something warm and heavy presses against her leg, letting out a cry like a baby. She looks down, shocked. A bike bell rings behind her. Spooky. This story has some spooky aspects to it. Okay, we're fighting, I'm guessing, critters? Yup. Trike bike bunkle. Oh my god, with how many things can you combine the word carbuncle? A critter chasing dust on a tricycle. The wheel, a great invention indeed. Only it's a pity it forgot to learn how to stop before hitting the road. Smoke skid. Ding ding ding. Make way. Oh god. Bicycle group bunkle. A group of critters that found an unexpected treasure. The wheel, a great invention indeed. Only it's a pity they misunderstood what riding a bike consists of. To the scrapyard? Full throttle. Grease monkey. And another trike bunkle. Okay, well, I'm not gonna bother with setting up characters right now, considering I'm gonna be pulling today. I'm gonna do that for next time.
There are many routes to travel, but only one destination.
This is gonna be overkill anyway.
These look like regular carbuncles that have adapted to the local culture. How do they mimic the baby cry? I've never read anything about that in the Carbuncle Encyclopedia.
Oh, girl. Considering that these the carbuncles here seem to be based very much on cats, you would be surprised how childlike performances cats can give out. It's actually scary sometimes.
What?
Oh, it's an auto.
A choice.
Oops.
Oh, I get it. It was the rusty bicycle chain that made the sound. Huh. Is this some kind of communication method?
Is it? Was it? Was it the rusty bicycle chain?
That'd make an interesting article.
Okay, sure.
Recycle and build it.
Listen to this.
Picking up. Agreed. Now is the time for repentance.
Bullet.
Battles have little meaning, save for the prizes to be won.
Alright.
Alright, my bad. I shouldn't have broken into your place. I'll leave, I'll promise. Just give me a sec.
Shouldn't have broken into your place and filled your guts with bullets. Anyway. Reed angles her flashlight downwards, taking notice of a faint mark on the stone wall.
Are those carvings?
That they are. That is scripture. Someone scribbled something into the rock wall.
Let me see. Step into our gate and gain eternity. From the hand of the immortal, Lord descends, no calamity, no end.
Very appropriate music for this right now.
Bingo! Finally, something concrete!
She takes a few steps forward, her left hand reaching for the spiderweb brooch on her chest.
Hello? I've got some amazing findings to report. There's an old gate in town where the wind's almost totally frozen.
Oh, so the brooch is her communication method. Okay.
Hello? Barbara? Miss Verity?
She finds a familiar silence as she nears the wall. The spider lies dormant and still.
Huh. It was pretty windy when those carbuncles popped out. They must have disturbed the air. Can't get any connection on the spider as is. Guess I've gotta make some wind myself.
Huh, interesting. So they really are relying on wind to carry information. And their communication as well. Interesting. She switches off her light.
Here goes.
She stomps her foot and a familiar bike bell sounds nearby. Reed silently apologizes to these small creatures.
Next, guide the wind to untie the knot. What?
That's probably not supposed to happen, but maybe it is. Her body stiffens. Everything vanishes. Sound, light, even smell disappears as the void swallows her whole. Until an unfamiliar voice cuts through the darkness.
Want to try mine?
Hello, ma'am. The wind sweeps her up and pulls her toward the voice, then stops and plummets. Uh-huh. To be continued. Alright. Oh, we're definitely doing some dimensional hopping and traveling, or even time traveling right now. 2 PCs. Okay. Which one is which? Strange news first, let's see. Okay. Okay, typing. Done typing? Yes, okay. Easy breeze. Okay. Actually, I'm curious. I cannot click on anything here, right? Yeah, okay. Easy breeze. I walked past the stadium today and noticed the woods out back have been fenced off with sheet metal. Someone told me it's a construction site now. I used to pick pine cones there with my classmates when I was a kid. Seeing it like that got me feeling a little sentimental, so I wanted to share a true story from my family. My great-grandfather was a traveling merchant when he was young. He only came home for the new year. One winter, heavy snowfall buried the roads. He couldn't tell which direction was which. By the time he'd eaten through all his rations, he still hadn't found the main road. He figured that that was it for him. time to hide his goods in a thicket, then tried to find some way to get word to his family. But just then a chipmunk darted out of the bush, chattered at him a few times and took off running. Okay, rescue rangers. Something told him to follow it. The chipmunk led him to a tree, hurried up the trunk, and vanished. He looked around and found a huge stash of pine nuts tucked beneath the roots. As soon as he'd gathered them up, another chipmunk appeared and led him to a cache of peanuts. 3 chipmunks in all, and thanks to the food they led him to, he held out until the snow stopped. Eventually a fellow traveler passed by and my great-grandfather followed him home. Now this was nearly 100 years ago. I'm definitely not saying people should go raiding a wild animal's winter stockpile, but because of what happened, our family started a tradition. Every year after the winter solstice, we grab a handful of nuts, like peanuts, cashews and almonds, and leave them out for the chipmunks in the nearest patch of woods. No incense, no prayer, just bury the nuts by the roots. I went with my grandfather once as a kid, and I swear I saw a chipmunk watching us from behind a branch. The funny thing about chipmunks and other animals like squirrels hiding nuts for the winter is that they actually don't, from what I remember from documentaries, they don't actually remember all the places they buried their nuts in. Which is how a forest spreads as well. But yeah, if you raid like one of their stockpiles, they're not really gonna lose out too much on the whole thing, especially if the chipmunk has prepared well. Anyway, Dew Country is booming these days, and new construction is a good thing. But there are way fewer groves and fields than when I was little. Where are the chipmunks, the hedgehogs, and the birds supposed to go? So if you don't mind me saying, if any of you have a chance, scatter a little millet on your balcony and hang up a birdhouse. It might just help a few small lives. Not every animal is going to repay the favor, but who knows? You might end up with a wonderful story of your own someday. And this is very cute. The 3 different chipmunks and the nuts. Lee 5555, all things truly do have spirits. Who knows? Maybe the next commenter will be an arcane chipmunk in this. Let's not talk about that guy. I still have to beat him. Alvin, Simon, and Theo. Oh, shut up. Shut up. That reference? Sure. Alvin and the chipmunks, huh? Wait, how did you know? Oh, this guy again. Hold on. I actually found a pile of almonds in the woods once. Every single one was perfectly plump. So that's what was going on? Great, you actually raided a stash of a chipmunk. And the second one? Hello world, hi. Okay, typing. That's it, alright. Silent snowfall. Something's been going on with endless stream lately, and I need to get this off my chest. I'm an old timer here, been around since '92. Okay, back when the site first launched and you still had to queue up for a dial-up connection. Then in '94, L decided, he wasn't even the admin yet, to upgrade the forum to what it is today. I was so excited I pulled an all-nighter helping him get it done. Now, even though I stepped down as a mod a while back, I still talk a lot with active users like Va, Wanderer, and Cloud. Interesting names. And I stay involved in all kinds of forum business. After a lot of thought, I finally decided to write this post. First, the technical side. Alt accounts have surged lately, especially spammers flooding the board with ads. Just wait until you get to the 2020s and beyond. If this keeps up, it'll put unnecessary strain on the server. On top of that, complaints about stolen accounts keep rolling in. Our telnet setup is solid at this point, sure, but look overseas. HTTP-based forums are already gaining serious traction. If you just rely on our members' technical skills and don't keep up with the times, we'll be replaced by forums running on a newer tech. Second, the people. Internet forums today are what the Agora was to ancient Greece and what salons and cafes were to the 18th century Paris. The arrival of the internet is sure to open up the world of thought like never before. Again. Do you wanna see Twitter nowadays? Oh god, the cesspool. Anyway, we've got plenty of people here. We even ran a relay effort during last year's county-wide water outage. But lately, posts about gossip and celebrity drama hit 300 replies like it's nothing. Yep, that checks out. That will never change. And worse, people are out here pretending to be celebrities. That will also never change. I urge everyone to write quality posts and support the good ones. If we don't, endless stream will end up shallow and worthless. Alright. Small Mule 8148. Well said. Silent Snowfall. You're just someone's alt, aren't you? Wow. Bumping this. I've watched this forum grow from the start. Of course I want to see it keep getting better. Okay, these are fun. These are very fun. Alright, next part. The Gate to Longevity. And now we're suddenly in old China, aren't we? Okay, I see our two banner characters. Well, this guy is not on the banner yet. No idea who that is. Horse? Dog? Alright, let's see. Closed? Too many, but they'll still try their luck.
Go on, have a taste.
Who's there?
I was certain you'd been dying to try the clear soup, Mayfly.
Clear soup?
Oh, hi. From the reflection in the bowl, Reed sees a frown on a face that doesn't belong to her. Through that reflection's eyes, she notices a white rim of sugar that rounds the bowl.
You just poured a whole pot full of sugar in, Paper Heron. You can hardly even call it clear soup anymore. Ugh, what a waste.
Alright, there's our banner character. And someone called Mayfly. Alright.
Really? I think it could use a touch more.
Uh-huh. So, Paper Heron is an interesting name for someone. Noise fills her head. Cold seeps through her clothes. Rough clothes rub against her skin. The air spiced with the comfortable smell of wet dirt.
My hands are cold.
Cold or not, you don't press your hands against someone's neck. It's rude.
Oh, she definitely went back in time. Ancient woman.
I'm visiting my cousin. Heard there will be something special at the fair this year.
Okay. The story definitely seems to be doing a very similar thing to what we had with the previous one with Erd and Yanisei, where they just wandered through some barrier or something and end up in like ancient times. All right.
Classic juice snacks for only 3 win. Only 3 win.
Zhu County. But this looks totally different.
City Gate, Ancient Jew County.
You want more? Have you lost your taste, Heron?
Not just my taste, all my senses. That's why I roam the land, see? I'm seeking a cure.
Okay, obviously I know how this character looks from the fact that she's a pullable character, but I do have to say this. I love this drip. This character is so dripped the hell out. I love it. The combo between something like a bit of a modern take and traditional clothing. Good God, this looks so nice. I am a fan.
Then, you're here to see the immortal too?
Ah, no. Merely seeking a companion of mine. She does have the look of an immortal, though I couldn't say for sure whether she is one.
Oh? Okay. Okay, interesting.
But tell me about this immortal you seek.
Mayfly thinks for a moment, then continues shyly.
Honestly, I know very little about them. All I've heard is that an immortal is supposed to come to the fair this year to teach people the method of longevity.
Also, it's kind of hitting me right now compared to compared to the last ancient China story, where people had very distinct accents. These these guys so far have very clear English. Okay. Also, her design is also very cute. Minimalistic, cute. I like the braid. The little poof ball there at the end is a very nice detail.
They say it grants both a long life and lasting health. Its results are said to be remarkable. An old granny learned it, and now she can swim the Nangfei River back and forth, even during winter.
Damn.
Maybe it's the cure you're looking for too.
Sounds intriguing. I'll be sure to keep an eye out. But why the hushed voice?
Mayfly looks around anxiously.
Because the guards might hear me. The magistrate posted a notice saying the rumor's false. Anyone who spreads it will be punished.
Words do carry weight. Rumors can grow out of control if left unchecked.
True. Still, it's drawn all sorts to Zhu County. Just look at the line behind us. Some told me they came all the way from Liaodong, far in the frozen north.
Is that so? Good for them, eh?
Shh! Keep your voice down. Aren't you afraid of the guards?
Oh, interesting. Why are you afraid of the guards?
You're a Taoist. They'll search you head to toe.
Ah.
I heard all manner of folk are trying to sneak into the town. The kinds that'll do anything for the method of longevity. There have even been deaths. See those guards? They're checking every traveler, looking for vagrants, yao, and criminals. Speak of the method, and you'll be locked away in an instant.
Oh, yao. That's a term that was mentioned in, like, I think the day 5 update, as in the lead up login thing for the story. Interesting.
That's why they're so strict. They've even got reversion bells to magically identify as yao.
Uh-huh. Us yao. Oh, interesting. Hi. Are you outing yourself? Reversion bell.
But I think those things only work on the dull-witted ones. Quite a few have slipped through already.
Reversion bells only reveal a Yao's true face. They cannot tell virtue from vice. Yet there are things that can. Truth potions, the immortal's brush, even some arcane beasts. You're not listening, Mayfly. Take a breath. All will be well.
Ugh, Frost take me. I don't need a magic lesson right now.
Donkey! The donkey is fully rendered. What the hell? Full model. Mayfly shakes her head, letting her gaze rest on Papa Heron's mule. Papa? Sorry. Paper Heron's mule. Papa Heron.
Hey, you've got a lot of stuff packed on that mule. You selling those things at the fair?
No, I wanted to get a gift for my friend, but I'm not so sure of her taste. So I bought whatever caught my eye. I'll let her choose whatever she likes.
Is this a snow lotus carving? Did you find it in the western regions?
Caught up in the excitement of this news site, Mayfly can't help but start asking questions, her tone alive with interest.
What was it like there? Is it as beautiful as they say? Please, tell me all about it.
Ah, the view was breathtaking. Standing at the cliff's edge, watching the world turn white with the falling snow. I didn't even realize where I was. My mule carried me there, see? The western regions. To the west, then? Where exactly is that?
Excuse me? Paper Heron's eyes dart upward, forward, side to side, until they look like a needle on a broken compass.
I almost forgot how hopeless you are with directions. Lucky I found you on your way here. Or rather, on your way somewhere else entirely.
She's Zoro. She's Zoro from One Piece. Oh god. Oh no. Why? Why? I'm gonna go right, turns left.
Never mind. Let's get back in line.
She doesn't wait for a response. Mayfly looks over the crowd toward the city gate, her fingers rubbing a hidden object in the folds of her clothes. Also, where is Reed? There's a low current of unease that runs through the crowd, as if they were moving along a treacherous bridge, each shift of their feet cautious as heads bob side to side, checking for movement. It doesn't move. For a time, it feels like it has never moved at all, each person taking their turn to sigh as they look ahead with a worried expression.
How much longer must we wait? I'll start growing roots if this line doesn't budge.
Move forward, will you?
Get moving! Those who pass the cargo check must go to the reversion bell. Hurry it up. There's a whole line behind you. Next!
The impatient constable gestures for the static line to advance.
I'll be next.
Mayfly squeezes the little object tight beneath her robes as she edges forward. Also, apologies if my voice sounds rough or it sounds like I'm gasping for breath or whatever the hell. But been recording a lot these last few days for the Arcanist stuff, so lungs and vocal cords are absolutely strained right now. Anyway,
What's that you have tucked in your sleeve? It looks solid.
Nothing, officer.
Hands in the air. Give!
a cry comes from up ahead, causing both of them to turn their heads.
What happened?
A bronze bell rings. Oh my god. Its noise emanating from a man at the front of the line, the vibrations pressing him into the ground.
Claws! His hands are turning into claws!
Under the bell's power, the man transforms into a large yellow dog. Its features what? Its features fiendish, its fangs sharp. Okay, so that's what the yellow dog was.
Run! Capture that monster! Don't let it get away!
Stop pushing! Someone fell down here!
Hey! Stop pushing! Where's the yellow... Where?
八景冥河，气入玄玄，三光无名，皆失其路。
Whoa!
What?
Whoa! Also, what was that spell? 8. Oh wow! When you when you read this, I never noticed this. When you read these spells in the log, they are actually normally spelled out. 8 views merge the mystery of Chi. 3 lights darken and all lose their way.
Heron? What was that spell? I feel woozy.
Come on, hop up.
What's happening?
We can't let that yellow dog tear through the crowd. I'll subdue it before harm comes to anyone. Easy now, big fellow.
Oh boy.
Ah, you're tougher than I thought. Show me what you've got.
Damn, she's a go-getter. Okay, interesting. Let's see. Damn, that is a very angry doggo. City Gate Yellow Dog. The yellow dog forced back to its true form by the reversion bell. Caught out in public, he is furious. Following society's rules has done him no good. Now only his instincts can be trusted. Alright, just to check, they're not giving a... no, they're not giving a... paper heron to play around with. That is a very pissed off dog. Holy shit, that Shiba Inu is not smiling. That Shiba is gonna rip your throat out.
Face the truth.
Damn! Tanky! Or is he...
Now is the time for repentance. A short hit.
Oh, he's... Oh! Oh, that's why!
Stop there! No violence at the gate!
That's why he wasn't dying. It's scripted. I was expecting something to happen. Okay, that's the next character that's gonna be on the battle, right? After Paper Heron.
Oh? Lend us a hand, eh?
A worthy victory. But the fight is far from over.
Who is responsible for this mayhem?
Sick. This guy looks definitely like if you've ever played any Chinese game with a male hero protagonist. This design has been very prevalent, especially in a couple of recent games as well. Like tallish male, slender, martial arts sword, ponytail. A young man in an officer's uniform knocks the yellow dog out with a single strike. As it crumples to the ground, he turns his blade toward Paper Heron, now seated on her mule.
Causing chaos at the city gate, are we? Looking for trouble?
Your most discerning lordship. I swear on all that is good. 'Twas he who started it.
No, he.
Was there really any need for all this?
The officer's token hangs plainly and openly on his belt, tempting Paper Heron to begin reading its inscription along without thinking.
Patrol Bureau of Zhu County Chief Constable Cheng Heguang?
Cheng? Okay, okay.
At your service. Du Liu, stay and maintain order. Yang Wu, arrest this Taoist. Ensure she lifts the spell before you put her away. I will question her personally.
Understood.
The spell's force lingers in the air. The others at the gate remain dazed as the world spins. Du Liu and Yang Wu push their way through the confused crowd.
Where am I? Is this heaven?
Wait, what happened to the money in my purse? Did that dog curse my sight?
Don't look at me. I didn't do anything.
Calm down, Mayfly.
Damned yellow dog! You won't get away from us!
A dazed constable holds the reversion bell as he stumbles into the crowd. Uh-oh. Oh! She's just grass. Under the bell's power, Mayfly's human form disappears. Uh-oh. In its place appears a wilting tuft of grass.
Oh no.
Wait, she's a...
She's a Yao. Acting on pure instinct, Reed calls out, but the scene before her dissolves away like mist. Oh, so she was just watching a scene from the past? Interesting. Very interesting. Is this how the story is gonna go? Reed just stumbling in modern times into like visions of the past? And not actually going to the past? That'll be a nice little twist. A light wind rustles her hair. Zhu County feels the first chill winds of autumn. Without realizing it, she has left the gate toward a tower and found herself walking alone through the dark streets.
The wind can hold on to information for a long time, so I'm guessing that knot must have been here for ages. Then, that must have been Mayfai's memory. Her true form was a tuft of reed, just like me.
Ah, okay, so is she then a Yao as well?
It was already winter, though. She would have been running out of time.
She thinks of the calendar in her notebook. Over 300 boxes, 2/3 crossed out.
Then, my informant from the forum. Could it be her?
Interesting. Alright. New PC immediately. What do we have now? Typing, tap, 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 tap. Cloudy Hermit. Last time we talked about how Qi is the fundamental substance behind all things with form. Solid, liquid, or gas. The gathering and dispersal of Qi within matter is what drives the creation and dissolution of physical things. But how does this process actually work? This time, let's dig into how Qi transforms. In fact, Qi is always in flux. Just like the seasons. Spring gives way to autumn and the cycle never stops. You've all learned the 24 solar terms song in school, right? Each solar term is divided into 3 pentads, which means the climate shifts 72 times in a single year. Sound like a familiar number? That's exactly how many transformations Sun Wukong can perform. I never thought about that, but yeah, okay. And whether we're talking about Sun Wukong's 72 transformations or the 72 pentons of the year, from the perspective of Qi, they're really the same thing. The Qi that takes up all physical matter is constantly shifting. When the flow of Qi changes, the things it constitutes change with it. The third pentant of Awakening of Instincts says, hawks transform into cuckoos. The second pentant of Pure Brightness says, field mice transform into quails. The climate shifts, so the animals shift along with it. It's the same principle behind trees budding in spring and bearing fruit in autumn. Nothing mysterious about it. Okay, if you say so. Unfortunately, the arcane energy in the world today is far weaker than it was in ancient times. So phenomena the ancients described, like the great coonfish transforming into the peng bird, aren't commonly seen these days. Though if you're lucky, you might still catch withered grass spawning fireflies. And the lifespans like those of the Chun, the ancient tree, or Pengzhou, the legendary elder, are long gone. But the transformations of Qi still act on every living thing. Sun Wukong originally sought out Master... I don't know if this is supposed to be said Putti? Putti? I'm sorry. To learn the 72 transformations because he sought longevity. If you can learn to regulate the flow of Qi within yourself, you may not be able to shapeshift like the Monkey King, but you can still achieve the goal of a longer, healthier life. How exactly do you regulate your own Qi? Stay tuned for the next post. I'm typing as fast as I can. Take your time, buddy. Mayflower Road. Great read. Rebellious Orange. So based on your last post, sunlight, flames, and even electric currents are all manifestations of Qi. Does that mean if we learn to regulate Qi, we can control electricity and get free internet? The real question. This person is asking the real questions. Alright. Well, moving on to the next part, Summer's Lease. They turn their heads as the first leaf flutters to the ground. Oh, back to the PC. Do we have anything new on the side? Any travel guides? Word about this? Please be kind to all things chi. Okay, yeah. Inaugural zoo. Actually, now that I think about it, are these here on the very left just the things that I was literally just reading on the PC so far? I think I went through 4 of them. Might be wrong, but I gotta try and pay attention to this. Recently trending. Okay, this seems the same. Boards. Okay, same. From Reed. Are you still there? So that was the last message. Who are you? Why are you telling me all this? Whose memory did I see in the knot? Was it yours? You said you had the method of longevity. Is it hidden in this memory? I untied the knot like you said. Can we meet now? Typing? Oh, one with flow. I'm not obligated to answer your questions, but I can assure you I have the method of longevity. If you want it, untie all the knots in the town. I'll give it to you in return, you have my word. I have a bad feeling that someone is coaxing Reed into doing this for whatever reason. What? That's not what we agreed. And how did you know about Utu's network? Why did you want me to untie all the knots? Please explain all this. How can I make a deal with someone I don't trust? You make me laugh. Rough winds do shake the darling buds of May, and summer's lease hath all too short a date. It's almost autumn, isn't it? How much time do you have left? You must understand that this benefits us both. Rough winds do shake the darling buds of May, and summer's lease hath all too short a date. Okay, in room. Jew country. Reed sits quietly by the bed. No sign of her spider friend, no glow from the brooch on her chest. She has walked every street in the city, but never found an answer. It was all in vain.
Nope. Wind's still giving me nothing.
A few dry leaves break off from her head, drifting toward her pillow.
Maybe I should leave so I can contact Miss Verity, and then decide if I want to head back.
I wonder if she's actually trying to get to this immortality thing or longevity thing so she can live for longer? Be longer around? She's an interesting character, I will say this. I really wonder what's going on with her.
No, it's all too suspicious. She'd tell me to abort for sure. Basically, I should give up and just go back to headquarters. I could pick another topic to work on if I still have time.
How much time do you have left?
Time. Like I've ever had that.
Okay, she's short on time. The budding writer lets out a short laugh at her own expense as she picks up a fallen leaf from the bed and smooths it flat.
Winter's coming. I'll have withered by then. Even if another reed will sprout from my body next year, I will be gone for good.
Oh, I see what's going on. I see what's going on. Okay. So, basically, she, in quotes, is, and I'm saying she in quotes because there's gonna be another she, or even he, who the hell knows. I'm not sure how this is gonna go, but, she, essentially, will wither and die like a normal grass of Reed, but the next spring a new Reed will sprout from the old one, and Pretty much like grass from its roots, right? If you leave the roots in, a new tuft is gonna sprout back up. So a different personality essentially will emerge. A different person will definitely emerge. Okay. I get it. I see why she would want this.
The inevitable end of every ephemeral plant.
Yeah.
Mayfly. She was one of us. I wonder what happened to her. Did she find a way to keep on living?
Who knows? Maybe she was one of your ancestors.
I can't. I just can't accept that I'll die without finishing my article. Especially when I'm, like, a single step away from finding a way to stay me.
She places the blade of grass between the pages of her notebook.
That's that. I just need to keep going. Besides, these knots are an anomaly that needs to be fixed anyway. Why shouldn't I be the one to do it?
Now it also makes more sense, the first sentence in the story from Verity about Reed, right.
Alright, forget about whatever this one with the flow's trying. I'll just do my thing. I have to finish this article.
Reed closes her notebook and steps out the door. Immediately into a memory? Once more the wind seems to pull at her, nearly tearing her mind straight out of her body. The gust leaves behind an uneasy feeling in her stomach. She bears the feeling and waits for the fall she knows is coming.
Is this another of Mayfly's memories?
A brief sadness rises in her, then a faintly familiar voice cuts in.
Chief? May I enter?
Please.
Okay, Chang and who's the other one? Oh, this is a familiar background. After settling the disturbance, Du Liu makes his way to the town's constabulary office and knocks at the door of his chief. At the desk, Cheng how was this supposed to be said again? Anyway, Cheng bends over a mass of documents.
Sir, the Taoist has lifted the spell. Several people in the crowd were injured by that yellow dog. We've sent them to get treatment.
Oh, that's the red guy from the map earlier. Okay, interesting. Another NPC who gets a full model.
Order has been restored at the gate. Inspections are ongoing. The Taoist and her mule are locked up. She's ready for interrogation. Yang Wu is watching her.
The chief nods, barely looking up from his files.
Good. Return to your position. I will go to see her immediately.
He looks really good. I know this like at least like facial to hair design is like a very used format in, like I said earlier as well, in some recent games as well, for like the Chinese hero, I guess, archetype. I mean, pretty much every country has their own archetype for the standard hero-looking character, like the male archetype, right? So makes sense, but definitely looks good. I like the details. I wonder what's up with the metal feather blades, I guess, for the right arm protector. Those look interesting. Du Liu looks down over the papers, letting out an unintended grumble as he realizes their meaning.
Forgive me, Chief, but isn't that someone else's job? I fail to see why we should bother investigating these animal carcasses. I know the stilted parade is about to begin, but...
You understand the importance of this for the people, do you not? We must leave no stone unturned.
Yes, but even so, it seems a waste of our men's time to look into a few dead animals. There's no proof that they were killed by Yao. Perhaps it was some beasts in the mountain that chased them here. And even if it was a Yao, there's no need to take it so seriously. It's best to leave them to their own affairs.
Their own affairs? All residents of the Ming Empire, be they human or Yao, are bound under the same law, and it is our duty to uphold it. You know as well as I do that something is afoot here. Those carcasses are involved in all this. I can feel it.
He points at the vial in his hand.
This report just reached me. Another carcass was found in Chunhua Alley this morning. Like the others, it was intact, yet pale and dry. There were also sightings of the same mysterious parade near the scene.
So something is just sucking out their blood?
They were spreading rumors about the method of longevity. They have already amassed a small following.
Or, not just, if he's saying pale and dry, probably completely devoid of any moisture.
And do not forget Commander Lee's orders. We must make sure the fair is without blemish. This risk is too large to ignore.
But Chief Chung, the men have been working for weeks without rest. They're exhausted. If we give them more work...
Dulil doesn't have time to finish his complaint before another knock interrupts him.
Chief, Yangwu is expecting you.
Understood. I'll be there shortly.
His subordinate decides to bite back his words.
I must go. Excuse me, Chief.
Hold on.
Why is the goofy music coming in? Dulu waits, already expecting his next words.
I know that everyone has been working hard of late, and I am sincerely grateful for their efforts.
Oh, I see why the goofy music is coming in. Is he the archetype who doesn't know how to properly say thank you for all the hard work and the help? Is he a tsundere? Or something like that? He stumbles to find the right words.
So, let them know. Once the fair is over, I will take them to the finest restaurant in town.
Oh?
My treat.
Oh?
Much appreciated, but I'm certain even a chief's salary couldn't cover such a meal. I'll have their bellies filled before we go. We wouldn't want to embarrass you, huh?
No need. The chef there is a friend. They won't charge me much if I bring the ingredients myself. Bass is in season.
Oh, you're bringing bass. I'll tell the men to skip lunch then.
Oh, that was again. There was one on the one of the day login stories with there was a fish dish story there.
Still the record holder of the fishing competition, aren't you? Who else but Chung could pull up a bass half his size?
Damn.
Please, Dulio. It's just a way to make some extra win. Right. Enough talk. Back to work.
Yes, Chief Chung. I'll take my leave then.
He leaves and the young officer returns to his files. Oh, and the memory ends, huh? The mist rises again, covering the scene before her and then dissolving away. The darkness is familiar now. She waits for the inn's open window to return to her sight.
That wasn't Mayfly's memory. How many people are involved in this story? Are they somehow connected to each other?
Perhaps this will make things clearer.
Wind screams past her, pulling her again towards some distant, unknown place. Her thoughts sink first, spreading like roots digging into the earth. Then a nursery rhyme lifts them up. Oh, and to be continued. Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, I'm wondering now if she's actually seeing memories of a specific person or if it's just memories of pretty much everybody who is involved in whatever was happening in this past. Alright. Life's essentials, huh? Christmas trees? Uh-huh. Typing. Typing. Okay, yeah, they are being added to the left side trending, the trending stuff. Okay. Very cute. Wang Mei Village Long. Interested in the ritual of banishing evil and praying for a bountiful year? Ever dreamt of turning heads in a gorgeous traditional costume? The Wang Mei Village Stilt team, Zhu County, is urgently looking for 2 substitutes for our White Horse Warriors. We're also looking for 10 gong, drum, and swana players. Requirements: must know how to walk on stilts. Tall, strong, and presentable. To make sure we're ready to perform at next year's Spring Festival, you'll need to commit to regular rehearsals. Local preferred. If you're a total beginner or the type who gives up after 3 days, please don't bother. If you're interested, come and find me at the open ground in front of the Wang Mei Village Shrine. Rain or shine, I'll be there waiting. Okay. Boundless Sky. Can I ask where the original White Horse Warriors went? I heard they got into a huge fight with the Red Horse performers that day. What was the name of this one? Wang Mei Village Long. Okay, right. Bonsai Wholesome 1847. What are you performing at as this year? Can I play Bao Sanyang? Spring in Bloom? Walking on stilts I can handle, but I heard you also have to put on an armor while on the stilts and wave command flags on top of that. That's way too hard. Duck rabbit problem? the duck rabbit problem? Is that a reference to the ink blob that looks like a duck or a rabbit? Or some people also see a fish or something like that? Can I come just to see? Oh no, sorry, not fish, donkey. Can I come just to see Brother Long in action? Okay. These are funny. These are funny little posts. Free at last. Okay. Our 2 titular characters. Mayflower, maybe? Maybe? No, probably not. The red cap is different. That is a different character. Alright. Free at last. Freedom will be yours eventually. But is that truly what's best? I guess we'll see. Oh boy, we're doing this again. When black grass creeps, the children cry, 1,000 fields where dead ones lie. Pff, okay, that's dark. When thunder roars and dark clouds curl, the earth splits wide, the spirits swirl. That is a familiar scene. Jail.
A local rhyme from Huanzhou, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Also, congratulations, Paper Heron. You have qualified to be part of the suitcase crew. You already went through your baptism, which is being in a jail. In the cell, Paper Heron listens with interest to the distant children's voices. Her mule chews... Actually, her mule being in the jail with her is kinda hilarious. Her mule chews straw on the floor, unconcerned with their present state of affairs. Beside her, Mayfly strains on her tiptoes at the small cell window, her face a contortion of overlapping anxieties.
It's only been a few hours since we came in, and they've already captured another 5 y'all. We're doomed.
Okay, so she turned back into her human form. She turns dejectedly and leans against the cell's earthen wall. After a moment of brooding silence, she yanks the once cherished object from her pocket and flings it to the ground.
Liar. You wretched, dirty liar.
Uh-huh, interesting. Also, very interesting, Mayfly here, even though she's kind of like the same being as Reed, does appear way more human in this form than Reed does. Reed looks like folded paper or folded dry grass with painted on human features.
That merchant swore his trinket could fool the reversion bell, but it didn't. I spent all I had on it.
Aww.
And that wretched yellow dog. If it hadn't made such a scene, I might have slipped right past. I hate you. I hate you all. I'm such a fool.
Now. They'll release us soon. We only need to wait.
Paper Heron smiles, looking first at the distraught mayfly, then toward the trampled amulet on the floor.
And for the record, your amulet is not a fake. Its power is merely too weak to silence the reversion bell without a spell. It could be that the merchant forgot to tell you.
Huh, interesting, so not swindled.
You're no fool. No one's to blame.
Are you defending him? Don't you see how miserable I am?
Oh, give the baby a hug.
Now, we'll be just fine. They can't keep us locked away forever.
She picks up the amulet while murmuring a few words, then dusts it off and hands it back to Mayfly.
Here, take this. Might prove useful.
Did she enchant it with something stronger now?
Get that away from me!
All right. No need to fear. Remember that spell I cast on you? Now they'll see you as just a bundle of hay. I'll pick you up and take you with me when I'm freed.
I never should have come here.
The offer does little to lift her spirits. The grass ornament in her hair droops over, matching her defeated expression. Paper Heron, by contrast, seems completely unbothered by their predicament. Instead, her eyes are fixed on a stone in the corner of her cell. Interesting. That's very specific. A moment passes before she lets out a cry of delight.
And done.
What?
Paper Heron moves in a flourish, presenting the stone to her companion. It now bears a carving that reads, Mayfly and Paper Heron were here! The most bog standard graffiti to leave behind, I love it. Even in ancient times, huh? Okay, that's funny.
Well, there isn't much else to do cooped up in here. How do you like it, eh?
This character is so chill. Mayfly looks at the stone bricks still dusted with debris. The grooves of the carving match the width of Paper Heron's finger. I would not be surprised if Paper Heron turns out to be a longevity character, long-lived or immortal character, whatever.
Did you carve that with your nails?
No, just a little trick I picked up on the road. Carving with air.
With what?
Not
air.
mastered yet, mind you. Not exactly fit for the Emperor. Anything else you'd have me add?
For a second, I literally looked to the left to check the recording. Just for a second, and I heard her say hair. Good lord.
That's all? That's what you use your arcane skills for?
Of course not. I'm capable of much more than this.
It's just playing around. Whoa. Bend over, Paper Heron makes a gesture with her right hand. As she does, a line of sharp white chi wraps around her finger. As she begins moving her finger through the air, the form of a reed plant etches itself into the stone.
See? It's you! Quite the way to mark the moment, eh?
It doesn't seem to ease her new friend's concerns.
Heron, no! You turned me into a bundle of hay, remember? They'll know it was me!
You're right. I'll undo it at once. For a moment, I thought that our names might be here for all to see for the next 10,000 years. Not mere minutes.
Wait.
She stops Paper Heron's hand with a firm shake of her head.
Leave it. It'll be a keepsake, like you said. If someone 1,000 years from now see it and know I was here, well, that wouldn't be so bad.
A form of longevity, you could say. Her voice seems to echo as if coming from some hollow void within her. Paper Heron studies her young friend. Thoughts flutter across her eyes until she nods and smiles.
Very well. Now stop your fretting.
A set of hurried footsteps comes from afar.
They're coming. Hush. I'll slip you into my sleeve.
Hi? Paper Heron utters an incantation. In an instant, Mayfly transforms into a paper figure that she slips into her sleeve.
Chief Chung, she's in there.
Ah, that's the red-head one, I guess? The two constables open the cell door, or actually no, the red-head one had to be Mayfly then, right? Just maybe the red stood for her being transformed into this little paper thing. The two constables open the cell door, barging inside before coming to a stop directly in front of Paper Heron.
You claim to be a Taoist. Where's your certificate?
Never mind. Never mind, this is the figure. Immediately disproven. This is the red and green figure.
Here.
Oh, neat. I noticed as I was pressing, Mayfly is hanging as an ornament from her hair now. The chief takes her certificate and furrows his brow as he reads. He looks from the certificate to Paper Heron and then to the mule.
Issued in the Hongwu era? That's over 100 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Taoists cultivate themselves for longevity. It's only natural she looks younger than she is.
Yeah. Young Wu stares at Paper Heron in wide-mouthed disbelief, but the chief has already moved on from those minor details. Yeah, it would explain why she's so chill if she's a longevity person.
What is your relationship with the plant spirit that was revealed at the gate?
I have no relationship with her at all. We simply happened to be in line at the same time. I didn't even know she was a Yao.
Yeah, she's not hanging from her hair, but she's just standing on her shoulder right now. That's kinda cute. He does not reply, but glances up at Paper Heron, then back at the certificate.
Oh, do I need a certificate for my mule too?
Is a mule a Taoist?
If she says yes. That would be so funny.
No.
Oh, that would have been so funny.
Then no.
What kind of interrogation is this?
Don't ask, just play along. Completing his check with a resigned nod, Cheng Hangguang returns the certificate to Paper Heron.
Certificate's clear. You may go. But don't make any more trouble, or there will be consequences.
Not to worry, officer. I always keep to the straight and narrow.
He shifts his focus from the woman to the nearby cell.
Where's the plant spirit?
In the next cell. Hasn't turned back to her human form yet. I think she's playing dead.
If they knew. As the... Oh, it's fading out. Shit, don't you dare.
Here we are, free once more. Feeling all right?
As the two men walk over to the next cell, Paper Heron leads her mule out from the dark, damp place. Finding a quiet spot, the paper figure drifts from Paper Heron's sleeve, and in a puff of smoke returns Mayfly to her familiar form.
Didn't I say that all would work out just fine?
Yeah?
It's not much fun being a piece of paper. I couldn't see or hear much of anything. And my body was so flat. I think I heard something about the Hongwu era.
My Taoist certificate. Long expired. Fortunate for us, the constable was too dull to notice.
Oh, it's actually expired? Okay.
Tell me, what do you plan to do in town? I hope our delay has not brought you trouble.
This is like having a driver's license, forgetting to renew the driver's license, and when a police officer asks you to show it, you're like, oh shit, don't look at the date, don't look at the date, don't look at the date. Not speaking from experience. That never happened to me, but I know people.
Well, all right. Are you hungry, Heron?
She points to a nearby stall. The street has swelled by people, and as the crowd grows, the stall owners call out all the louder for attention. A line has formed around a set of steaming bamboo baskets. Mayfly slips into the crowd of eager customers.
I haven't eaten since this morning. I should have had that clear soup.
Here's your sweet olive cake, fresh from the steamer.
Thank you. Smells divine.
She cannot wait and takes a bite. A soft, sweet scent fills the air, and a sigh of pure contentment follows.
It's so good.
Really? It's only cake.
I can't help it. It's sweet, tender, chewy. You must try it.
She smiles and hands Paper Heron a sweet olive cake, still hot to the touch. Paper Heron looks it over, then delicately lifts it to her mouth.
So? Isn't it wonderful?
That's very cute.
The texture is quite remarkable.
She chews with effort, searching for the wanted taste within.
I think...
What?
She watches Mayfly as she chews, each bite meeting waves of rapture and attempts to mimic her delight. Somehow, the act of imitation seems to conjure the promised flavors.
I think it's sweet, and it grows sweeter and sweeter the more I chew.
Can you not taste? Or something?
Right?
It's good. Delicious. I must get some more. Here, eat it, Mayfly.
Uh-huh.
You two must be visitors. Are you here for the fair?
That's right. Heard it would be quite the spectacle.
That was a weird burp, but okay.
It certainly will be. And thanks to that rumor, business is going great this year.
What makes this year so special,
Well, many religious sects have flourished in Zhu County recently, each one claiming to bring longevity to their followers. All just tall tales, of course. Only this time is different. Well, it's hearsay. But many think the reason the fair is so busy this year is that one of the sponsors found a true immortal.
Oh boy.
I heard that too. My friend said her friend's grandfather, who'd been buried, suddenly came home alive, saying he was enlightened by an immortal in Zhu County.
That just sounds like raising the dead and not immortality.
And they say tonight's opera is in fact an opening ceremony for the immortal sect. They've even widened the stage.
Sounds impressive.
And not just that. Have you noticed the constables? I've never seen them so nervous. I'd say.
But these are mere fancies. Is there nothing we can see with our own eyes?
Certainly. The stilted parade.
Oh, this thing again, okay.
Oh, the stilted the parade.
The event you mentioned on the way here, isn't it?
Yes! I heard it's great fun. Where can we see it?
Right behind you.
Is it right behind me? The stall owner closes the steamer and slips back into the storefront. It's only now that they realize how quiet the street had become. Not a soul in sight until a strange dense bank of perfumed air rolls past them.
Huh?
What the shit? That suddenly turned spooky. I was joking when I was doing the typical cliché sentence from a horror story. It's right behind me, is it? Oh, to be continued. Oh, no pop-ups? Okay, that's a first. Well, then we continue, I guess. Deadly Cure. Uh-huh. Haven't actually looked at the map for this City of the Past. Huh, very interesting. That tree is very interesting in the background. Is it... can I... shit, can I swap... I mean, I can if I go here, right? Yeah. The tree is here... yeah, the tree is here as well. And the buildings are arranged in the same way. It's just the difference between past and present. Right? Yeah? Yeah. Okay. Yeah? Very interesting. Very interesting. Okay. Deadly Cure. Only those with nothing to drink would sip from a poisoned well. Mm-hmm. The sky grows dim above them. A low, haunting chant drifts up into the air. Curious, Mayfly looks toward the end of the street.
Oh, right! The parade's coming!
A crowded wave of people surging into view from the distance. Okay, Mayfly cranes her neck, straining to see. Withered grass devours bone, on icy plain the spirits moan. Uh-huh. When the city falls, the immortal descends, longevity granted, no death, no end. The unearthly parade advances. A line of towering figures leads its approach in... okay, hi! In a long, otherworldly strides. It takes a moment to spot the stilts as they push against the fabric with each step. Uh-huh. Interesting masks as well. Birds, kinda... cat, animal, a cat bunny, something interesting.
What are they singing?
Okay, same thing again. Withered grass, plains, icy plains.
What is...
The parade is near. Their chanting pours over Mayfly like a flood of divine music. Yeah, longevity granted, no death, no end. No death, no end. The ending of that is also very interesting. No death, no end, which makes sense. A longevity person or an immortal person will never have death granted to them or no ending. A fox and a woman have appeared over Mayfly's shoulder. Okay, so that's supposed to be a fox. Their hushed voices brushing against her ear.
We sit at the bottom of society, but still, we deserve dignity. One Yao's voice may not be heard, but what of 100? Or even 1,000 more? Who are you? What do you want?
Same as you. We are Yao. You've seen them bat us off, even kill us, haven't you? Will you continue to suffer in silence? Will you live on in fear?
We need to fight. Fight for our lives. Save our people and claim the method of longevity for our own. Overthrow humans and rule the world.
Okay.
Come, join us. If we are doomed, then we will doom them with us.
No,
She looks around, hoping to find help, only to realize she is surrounded by thick billows of scented fog.
Those that are not with us are the enemy. Did they ever show you mercy? Then, why hesitate?
White fur sprouts from her nose, revealing the Yao to be a hare. Her feet begin to stamp like war drums. The other Yao watch, then look at one another, all of them feeling the pull to join in.
The immortal will grant us longevity.
Okay, I was right, a white mask is probably a bunny.
The immortal will grant us longevity.
Oh boy.
Constables, run!
What?
Uh-huh. What's happening? As they round the mouth of the alley, the parade vanishes as quickly as it appeared. The chanting music fades like smoke in the air. Battle! Okay, we're fighting more Yao? Another dog! Courtyard Protector. A yellow dog guarding... Oh, an actual dog. A yellow dog guarding the courtyard. Fearless before intruders. Valiant, strong and loyal. No less worthy than any Yao. No less capable than any Arcanist. Alright. Valiant struggle. Wild bite. Loyal watch. Constable banish. Unremarkable peacekeepers, each dutiful to a fault. Once the target is marked, he tenses tighter than his own bowstring. Exemplary punishment. Scattered and seize. Patient pursuit. Constable hunt. Unremarkable, dutiful to a fault. Once the order is given, he charges forward even faster than his arrows. Seize initiative, break the spirit, dampen force. Alright, buddies.
Greetings.
Who's your good boy? Who's your little good boy? That rope around you, buddy, is that somebody needs to untie you. Somebody needs to untie you on the double.
A shot hit.
Battles have little meaning, save for the
Bowstring versus bullet. Bullet wins.
Mayfly, can you hear me? You were caught in the parade's illusion. I had to lead you away.
I'm alright now. Those Yao, they're seeking longevity.
Yes. But what they're doing is a risk to our entire community.
Mayfly looks down, her face turning red, finally deciding something. She stamps her foot.
Paper Heron, thank you for bringing me here. I owe you much, so I don't want to lie anymore.
Uh-huh. Paper Heron tilts her head, looking puzzled but relieved.
Lie about what?
You know my true form is a tuft of reed. I'm a Yao, just like the others in the parade. In truth, the reason I came all this way is to seek the method of longevity. I lied because, well, I feared you'd hate me. I'm sorry. But I don't want to hurt anyone. I just want to live longer. Even a little would do.
Hush. You'll hear no judgment from me. Only, I don't understand. You risked a lifetime of confinement on a rumor. Is longevity really so important to you?
Oh, is this gonna be one of those stories where the person who lives for a long time doesn't understand the plight of someone who lives for a short time? She goes quiet for a moment, then looks down.
Remember the travelers we met on the way here? Human or Yao, all sought the method of longevity. But you're different. You care more for the small joys in life. Like that sweet olive cake we shared. It's almost as if you don't care about how long you'll live at all.
Yeah, she definitely has a very chill atmosphere around her.
I'm not so unlike you. I suppose I'm just curious about everything. We're already here, why hurry? If we'd missed that cake, we'd have regretted it for the rest of our lives.
Paper Heron scratches her head as she tries to explain. Words rest on her tongue, but they feel like her suddenly out of place.
You win.
She brushes her skirt and sighs.
Sorry, I shouldn't have been so suspicious of you. Though we study Arcanum and can take human shapes, we all are still just plants and animals. Even if we look like you, our lives are much shorter. Reeds like me sprout in spring and wither in winter. My entire life begins and ends in less than a year.
Funnily enough, it just hit me that's why her name is Mayfly.
I know it's foolish to risk so much on a rumor, but it's all I have. Do you know what I think when the sun sets? Not that the sky is lovely, but that I lost another day. I don't want to live in fear anymore.
The poor baby.
But you spent all you had on that amulet. What if the method of longevity proves false? You'll have nothing left.
I mean, considering her lifespan, I don't think that's gonna matter too much. Mayfly smiles, but she lets her eyes stay downcast for a moment before they rise to meet her own.
Longevity means much more to me than you, Heron. When the winter ends, you will see the spring and I won't. If the method is true, it will change everything. I have to take the chance, no matter the cost. And as you said yourself, I have nothing left to lose.
They share a long gaze. Paper Heron reads the dark eyes before her. They seem to burn like unsettled coal.
Mayfly.
The usually free-spirited Taoist is for a moment speechless. She intends to speak, but then the unexpected strikes.
Commander!
Uh-oh. The familiar voice comes from around the corner, seizing her train of thought.
Commander! I come with an urgent report.
Oh? Cutting away? Alright. For a second I thought they're coming after the two of them. Again. Okay, nothing else popped up? Sure. Let's see this one. Separate ways. Here, farewell means fate will bring us together again. Okay, what do we have? That's Paper Heron and her mule. Alright, and that's our two bodies down there. Nobody else? Nobody else. Let's see. We haven't swapped back to Reed in a while also.
Shush! Someone's here. Get in my sleeve.
Been observing the past for a while through these memories without swapping back. Paper Heron gives the mule's rump a light slap. It brays as it ambles behind a nearby haystack. She presses close to the wall and peers out at the two men. One familiar, the other unfamiliar, and bearing greater authority.
Commander Lee!
The difference in detail. Playable to random NPC. Sorry.
Such hurry was, Chong. What's the matter?
It's concerning an unusual parade that has been seen moving through the town. The marchers chanted strange words and even tempted townsfolk to join their ranks. But they vanished as soon as our men arrived. This is the 4th such incident in as many weeks.
Go on.
Sometimes they leave animal carcasses in their wake. I've ordered a search. Our men may discover something soon. These animals are unusual. They bear no marks of either hunting or natural death. It appears to be some sort of ritual slaughter. They're the ones that have been spreading those rumors about the method of longevity. Many townsfolk have joined with them. I fear.
You would have me redirect men that already stretched thin to chase down a prey, which, so far, has done little more than leave a few dead animals behind. Do I understand you correctly?
Also, now that I pay a bit closer attention to it, it's very funny. The normal NPCs in the story have a way more distinct accent, Chinese accent, compared to Chang and Paper Heron and Mayfly. Very interesting. Cheng's face turns red. He wants to say something, but the words come out in a fluster.
All of these events are linked together with the stilted parade, and...
He Guang, what are the orders I've given you?
Okay, I'm not sure if I'm gonna remember this for long periods, but He Guang. Oh, actually, let me hear that one more time. Ah, shit, I need to advance it.
To maintain order, keep criminals from the county, and to see our people enjoy the fair in safety.
Alright.
All of these events are linked
to... Oops, wrong one.
He Guang.
He Guang.
What are...
Okay.
And how do you judge your performance?
I have done my utmost, Commander.
Yet, there was a disturbance at the gate.
I cannot deny it.
The Stilted Parade is the most significant event of the year. An opportunity for people to laugh and be merry after a year of hard work. It's our duty to maintain peace so that they may enjoy the festival. But with all the visitors flooding to the county, we are already short of men. You know well that they have been working day and night. Many haven't seen their own homes in days.
I know, Commander.
No, you do not. While your men are out dealing with these visitors and all the other duties, you come to ask that I direct them to another task based on groundless suspicions?
My apologies, Commander.
Raise your head. Listen. You are pushing yourself too hard, He Guang.
Noticing his protege's dejected silence, the stern commander softens his tone, if only ever so slightly.
I know how eager you are to prove yourself. Any man in your position would be. And I know it was I who told you to work 10 or 100 times harder to earn your place, given your father's history. But true diligence must rest in stability. There are no shortcuts. Many eyes are on you, He Guang. If you truly wish to wash your family name off its dishonor, let them find no fault in you. Do your duty first, then take the next step. That is how things are done.
I understand.
He keeps his face pointed down, averting his commander's stare. Li Haofeng thinks for a moment and clears his throat.
Your father disgraced himself when he threw his lot in with those bandits. But that does not mean you will follow his path.
Okay. That's his background and why he probably is such an eager person.
You must not let the whispers of others shake your heart.
And I presume his commander here is, speaking of stand-in fathers, right? Kind of like a father figure to him, probably.
Do you remember why I recruited you? Because I saw a young man with integrity and conviction to truly protect people. I still do.
Li Huafeng pats the young officer on the shoulder, then returns his hand stiffly behind his back.
He Guang, your future is bright. Work hard and you will surely rise to the top. And your family name will be cleared.
Understood.
I have other matters to attend to. Think carefully on my words.
I will, Commander.
Watching from the wall, Paper Heron sees the young man standing motionless. For a moment, he seems so stiff that he could be a wood carving.
The other one's left. What's he waiting for,
For you? Or is he just thinking? Suddenly, Cheng Huang... Excuse me? Cheng lifts his foot and kicks a pebble away. Did the mule just fart?
Who's there?
Oh, I cannot replay the sound. Hi! Meeting the sound with calm and precise motion, he summons 100 leaves that circle the mule. In that same instant, they take on a fearsome steel glint. Oh, they're leaves, they're not feathers, huh? Okay.
Uh-oh. You go ahead, Mayfly. I can't leave that stupid mule behind.
She picks up Mayfly's paper from form with her left hand. With her right, she makes a gesture to break the incantation. Then breathes a soft puff of air that sends her floating away. Paper Heron watches as her friend drifts out of her reach before leaping to the top of a nearby elm and hiding among the leaves. Now only one man and one mule remain. Okay, they both booked it basically out of there. Hi.
That Taoist must be around, but a trail ends here. Where did she go?
Whoosh whoosh away? Cheng looks around. He feigns an attack on the mule, but stops mid-gesture as he catches a ripple of air from the elm tree above him. In a flash, Paper Heron stands amidst a newly formed ring of elm leaf blades.
You won't get away!
Oops, should have been more careful.
Yep. And that's battle. Okay, are we fighting Cheng? Oh, hey, they did put her into this battle. Okay, this is a mini boss encounter. Cheng Hangwang. Oh, no description actually. Okay. Thus the night is calm. Slicing wind. Just pursued. Unsparring? Oh, damage stacks. Okay. Enduring? When a caster is attacked by reality, damage taken reduction. Interesting stuff. Continuous action? AP +1. Alright. Alright, buddy.
Very well. Let me try my hand.
Sure, let's see what you do. Alright, so you have a buff, and that is an attack. What's the buff? Mass buff. Gain 2 stacks of Valley Wind. Grants auspicious wind to all allies for 2 rounds. Consumes 2 Eureka to grant damage dealt plus 20% to impromptu incantation for the round. Okay, gonna have to look at that later. Oh god, she has a weird bar as well on top of that. Okay, sure.
An interesting one.
What's the attack? Shaper of Chi. Mass attack. Deal 200% reality damage to 2 enemies. After attacking, consume 2 Eureka to grant... I did not want to click that away. After attacking, consumes 2 Eureka to grant attack instance +1 to impromptu incantation for the round.
Let me think on it.
Sure, let's also buff you.
Agreed.
Why not?
Target locked down.
Concentrate and visualize.
Really?
Our blood will burn.
I have seen to the heart of you.
Oh, there is also a bar here on the top left.
Now is the time for repentance.
And he went away.
Yeah! Vampires don't just thirst for blood.
Alright. Gonna have to check that later when I go to the summon to summon her, what she does.
You surely can run, officer.
Why were you eavesdropping, you conniving Taoist?
You must be mistaken, sir. I merely happened to be there.
You happened to be there, did you? After making a scene at the gate this morning? Do you think me born yesterday?
Is there any worth in explaining? You're being unreasonable.
You can explain it in the interrogation room.
Good God. Whoa. Ooh. Hi. Paper Heron jumps onto the roof and seizes a straight even branch blocking an attack from behind.
Hey, your blade's sharp. I might have been hurt.
And you're blocking it with a branch, which is very crazy.
My blade is no threat to you. If you've nothing to hide, stop this now and follow me to the Yamen.
Very well. On one condition.
What?
That Paper Heron's eyes light up as she launches into an eager explanation.
My mule's been limping since it twisted its ankle in the mountain. Could you teach it how to run? I think, with a little training, you can make a champion out of it.
You...
Chief! Chief! There's another disturbance at the gate! Come, quickly!
Oh?
Cheng looks over in surprise to find young Wu standing in the street, scratching his head, and then back to Paper Heron, who has stopped a short distance away.
Told you I'm not the one you should be chasing.
The gate again. Your accomplices, no doubt.
But you're definitely too eager. He surges forward on a burst of chi in pursuit of Paper Heron. Yet with unhurried ease, she...
Enough!
She drifts back, maintaining her distance precisely. Cheng spins his blade, and all the leaves on the tree become sharp edges. A humming noise fills the air as the sharp leaves pin Paper Heron against the wall.
Huh?
Damn!
I can't let another disturbance reach Commander Lee. You, stay here. I will take you and your accomplices to the Yamen on my return.
Not to worry, officer. I'll stay right where I am. Take my mule if you mistrust me. You know I won't leave it behind.
Paper Heron nods toward the limping mule below. He looks down he looks down to it. As if waiting for that cue, the mule brays out a greeting. He looks back to Paper Heron, pinned yet completely serene. He snorts, sheaths his blade, and jumps down from the roof.
There's no time to waste.
Is she gonna run away? In a quiet corner of the street, Mayfly stands on her tiptoes, peering around.
Hey, Mayfly.
Finding no one, she darts forward, still on her tiptoes.
Are you alright? I played a trick at the gate to distract him.
Much appreciated.
Uh-oh. What's happening? Oh, she blew them away.
You blew those off like dust.
Yeah.
It's not as hard as you imagine.
Paper Heron stretches while Mayfly watches the leaf blades fall in a clatter. A hint of envy shines in her eyes.
I knew you'd work things out. Your mastery of Arcanum is truly amazing, even if you lose your way sometimes. I wish I could be like you. Wandering the world, fighting and casting spells, saving my friends from danger.
Nonsense. You just saved me from the clutches of the constables, didn't you? Our lives shine equally bright.
Yep, she's right.
Ah, but I know what you mean. You want to learn some of my tricks, eh? I can teach you.
No, that's not what I mean. Besides, there isn't time.
With a shake of her head, Mayfly swallows the words. They would have been pointless.
Actually, Heron, I must say farewell.
Oh?
Farewell? Why?
Well, I'd planned this even before we entered town. Would have gone sooner if not for being caught.
But where will you go? I thought you were seeking the method of longevity.
I'm not leaving. Just off to find some other herbaceous yell. You know, plants of a leaf, same belief.
I understand.
She nods, but there's a strange tug of emotion within it.
But I worry for you already. For all your wonderful abilities, you're just so careless.
Who's the older one in this relationship?
Don't you worry about me. I'll be fine. Haven't met any rotten folk in this town thus far. Let me see. There's you, that gullible constable, the cake seller, and the Yao from the parade. Well, I saw through their tricks. You see, I can take care of myself.
Sure.
You make it sound like a tale for the ages.
She wants to say more, but at the sight of Paper Heron's calm composure, she stops herself. Aww.
Right. This is it then. Farewell.
As it must be. Farewell.
This is a very lonesome and kind of sad picture. Giving a wave goodbye, Paper Heron turns back with a whistle, and her mule trots behind her. In the sunset, their shadows stretch long and thin. Paper Heron stops on the road, takes some paper and a brush from her mule's pack. Before long, a slip of paper drifts into the wind behind her.
I can't tell if she's a fool or a genius.
Why not both?
What's this in my pocket?
She reaches into her pocket to find an object she doesn't remember putting there. It's the same amulet she had trampled, now restored, and beside it, a hastily written note.
Hold the amulet and chant 深藏真我,浑存通明. Then pinch your left thumb and middle finger. That will deceive the reversion bell. No cultivation needed.
Okay, also she said, hide my body behind Jianwu and my soul in Tongming Palace. Yeah?
When did she...
She's probably working on that for... Actually, she worked on that immediately, almost at the beginning. You just didn't want to take it back. The warm orange light of sunset bathed Jiu County. Against the busy evening traffic, Paper Heron leads her mule, her back to Mayfly as she waves once again. Ah, she's smart. She's just way too relaxed. Okay. I feel like a whole story arc just ended for some reason. Alright. Let's see. What do we have? Okay, another one has been added to the whole pile of links so far and forum posts. Typing. Okay, let's see. Dove of Peace. 4.3.2 Commander. A commander was charged with the protection of a single city or fortress. Stationed at the city garrison, he commanded the local constables and answered to the corps leader and the provincial governor. The commander managed all military affairs within his city, including provisions, pay, and the administration of garrison farmland. Huanzhou frequently encountered trouble from Yaos, so the commander bore an additional duty. Yao disaster mitigation. Additional duty, Yao disaster mitigation. This meant keeping them from infiltrating the county and stamping out any that caused trouble in the countryside. Working with the local soldiers, the commander investigated Yao-related incidents, arrested those who damaged farmland, and exterminated any violent Yao. Okay. Okay, so it continues. 4.32, 4.5.1, Constable. Patrol bureaus were typically established in county towns and at key roads and river crossings. They answered to the local magistrate and the commander, and they followed military dispatch orders. The head of a patrol bureau was the chief constable, a rank of the lowest 9th grade. The constable led a force of archer conscripts down from local farmers. His primary duties were interrogating travelers, apprehending bandits, and guarding against Yao. The rank of constable was a humble one. Most were promoted from minor clerks, as scholars and degree holders considered the post beneath them. Of course, performance reviews were held every 3 years, with a full evaluation at 9. The standards were harsh, and promotions were rare. Okay, wow. This is exactly what I need for my grad school entrance exam. Amazing, thank you so much! From Dao Peace, you're welcome. Hope these help. Good luck on your exam. Okay, guest 3. Actually, oh, this entire post is bureaucratic system. Okay. A guest. Impressive work. Thanks for putting this together. What about the middle sections, though? Okay, never enough, huh? Alright, but I think this is gonna be a good place to cut for the story for today. This is very interesting. This is very interesting how the story is being told, and I guess we're still gonna be in the past for a while after this as well. I see Mayfly down here with someone new, and our dear dear Huang doing his duty, huh? With his 2 buddies. Okay, but yeah, story so far is interesting. I wonder where this is gonna lead to. Paper Heron kind of walked out of the scene right now, so I don't know where this is gonna go from here. But it seems that we are sticking with the city and everything. Huh. And also the story hasn't swapped back to present times where we started on, so yeah, very curious. Very curious how this is gonna go. But I'm definitely interested. But now we are gonna include a little clip that is at the beginning of the story that I forgot rather to add at the beginning of the story. The quick read through the 5-day login event that is pretty much kind of like a tourist brochure for this place and its culture. So I'm gonna leave that in here, and I'm gonna see you guys for the poll session for Paper Heron. So enjoy. Special issue on the east. Huanzhou Spring. Actually, is it? Oh boy, this is gonna be one of those. I guess I'm gonna know soon anyway. Is it Huanzhou or is it Huanzhou? I wonder which one it is. It's always this one is always kind of hard to figure out with the Chinese one. But anyway, let's see. Day 1. We sell May blossoms, not fish. Okay. When readers set out on their travels, do they seek untamed landscapes or traces of human civilization? In pursuit of spring at its most resplendent, this journey begins in a small fishing village tucked deep within a mountain hollow. White walls and black tiles cover the slopes. When spring arrives, the clustered houses are cradled in drifting clouds of crimson and blush. Though it is called a fishing village, no fish are sold here, only May blossoms in full bloom. The history of May blossom cultivation here spans over 1,000 years. There is no need to fear the trees have grown too grand. Through delicate bonsai, okay, I see, entire mountainsides are folded into shallow pots. Artisans tend them with decades of unbroken patience, binding branches with palm fiber, trimming them inch by inch until twisted trunks surge like dragons breaking from the sea. That is a beautiful analogy, actually. What the hell? Thus the art of time and the philosophy of life come to rest, sealed within these living sculptures. Now tell me, wouldn't you like to journey here and purchase a piece of spring? Yes, please. Also, real story, once upon a time, I was actually looking into getting a bonsai somehow from somewhere and figuring out how to tend for one and everything, but it never worked out. And the ones that I did find were way too expensive. Way too expensive, but yeah, I always kind of wanted one. Anyway, day 2. Let's see, the Eastern Art of Trade. Oh god, how do you say this one? Hiapiao? Hiapiao? I have no idea. I'm so sorry to anybody who is listening to this and either knows or is from China. Oh god. Received today. Okay, XXX redeemed for 40,000 ven at the big exchange house. Ven? Okay. From when is that currency? I wonder from which time period. Hereby ordered Prosperity Commerce Corporate. Interest set at 30 ven per string. Issued by Harmony Textiles Corporate. This slip of paper is a Huipiao, an exchange note, much like what one might call a teller's check today. 30 centuries ago, when local merchants roamed far and wide to trade, such slips traveled along with them, lightening their packs and easing the burden of coin. Ah, okay, I see. So basically, basically like a credit card. Basically like a debit card or a credit card. You can carry it around instead of actually carrying the coin. And I'm guessing then in other establishments that do business with this stuff, you can trade it in for money. I'm guessing. With land scarce and people many, these traders ventured across the realm, setting up all manner of businesses and amassing immense fortunes. Bound by shared origins, they stood shoulder to shoulder abroad, even coming to dominate entire trades. Yet such unity once stirred public resentment. So the merchants turned their gaze towards scholars and officials. They funded charities, established academies, and cultivated learning, gradually reshaping their public image. Wealthy yet courteous traders who revealed letters and propriety. In this way, local enterprise endured, and one legend of great fortune was born after another. Okay, that is that is a neat little story and very, very true to reality of how both trade routes and entire communities and towns pretty much get called into existence purely through trade and commerce, and people of wealth actually building more infrastructure in those places. All right, day 3. Fish, maybe. Actually, yeah, it is a fish. I think this is a dish. Food for the fearless. The city is shaped by water. Winding rivers slip through its streets, and along the banks that crisscross the entire waterside town, solitary anglers or small pairs can almost always be found at leisure. Curious about their fortunes, the rider stopped to ask an elderly fisherman about his catch. That is the most typical thing for anytime you fish. I don't know how it is in other countries and everything, but here in Croatia, my only experience, or one of my most experiences with fishing, because when I was a teenager I was doing sports fishing, would be literally sitting next to like a body of water, and if a fisher would pass you, they would always greet and they would always ask, how's it going? Catch anything? And they would stop. Sometimes they would stop for a chit chat and just inquire how it's going, if you caught anything, to see the catch you got, yada yada. And you would do the same in pretty much the same to other fishes you encounter. It's kind of like a thing. It's kind of like a nice little community thing, you could say. Anyway, or social thing, I guess. Inside the basket lay only a single palm-sized fish, yet the old man spoke with quite pride, explaining that one of the region's most famous dishes is made from precisely this unassuming creature. The dish can be found on the menu of a small restaurant along the old riverside street. Smelly, smelly mandarin fish! Oh my god, that is an amazing, amazing name for a eatery. What the hell? The name makes no attempt at diplomacy, and neither does the aroma. Okay, so the fish itself is smelly, huh? Somewhere between fermentation and decay. Ugh. The scent announces itself the moment the dish arrives. A companion, braver than most, was the first to try it. I'm gonna bet the fish tastes completely normal and very tasty, it's just the smell it's giving off. According to her verdict, the garlic clove-shaped flesh is surprisingly delicate, deeply flavorful, and pleasantly springy on the bite. The dish is said to have originated as a practical solution, a way to prevent fish from spoiling during long journeys. Today it has become a local favorite, lingering in memory long after the meal itself has ended. And if you happen to be a devout admirer of blue cheese, this peculiar blue cheese, this peculiar speciality may be exactly the challenge you're looking for. Oh god, really? This is probably a real world dish, I would say that in that case, because that does sound like old world methods of preserving food for long periods. Because good god, you could not preserve food back in the day outside of very specific methods, or processing meat and fish and making it somehow like pretty much like smoke drying something for long preservations. Anyway, day 4. Dreams of immortality. To the northwest of town rises a mountain range famed for its Taoist heritage. For 1,000 years it has drawn Taoists and recluses into its folds, figures who withdrew from the world in pursuit of transcendence and eternal life. It is little wonder the place inspires a sense of longing. Unlike Western legends of immortality, which often hinge of innate bloodlines or inborn gifts, the Eastern path to ascension sets no such thresholds. It places its faith instead in cultivation and insight, one's capacity to grasp the way. Way spelled with a capital. The way, which makes sense. The way in Eastern philosophy is the most fundamental order of the world itself. To understand it is said to be to transcend the limits of the flesh and gain freedom of life and spirit. In theory, it sounds almost disarmingly simple, no more daunting than an academic examination. Yet when the writer finally made the trek into the deep mountains and reached a secluded Taoist temple, the reality was far more austere. What appeared there was a community of Arcanists living lives of deliberate simplicity. They keep their distance from the secular world, shedding ordinary emotions and desires as a prerequisite for cultivation. One Taoist offered a single line of verse in parting: "Look down upon the 5 peaks. Human life is but a temporary stay." True. The writer ended their stay yet to uncover any definitive method of immortality. Still, visitors are warmly encouraged to climb the summit at dawn or dusk. Standing at the heights, gazing out over a rolling sea of clouds, one may not find eternal life, but the quiet clarity of the moment is often enough to set the mind at ease. Especially after a long climb like that, you're gonna turn off your brain and body for a moment and stare out into the distance. But yeah, interesting meditation, huh? Okay. Day 5. Under the protection of Yao, the writer arrived at the eve of Dusho. Oh, the Dusho festival again, right? This is gonna be the yearly thing, right? The the Chinese stories are probably always gonna be around this festival. I'm presuming, right? That's kind of like a repeating pattern here. The writer arrived on the eve of Dushou Festival, the grandest celebration of the year in the East. Lanterns glowed at every doorstep, and it was the red paper cuttings pasted onto glass windows that captured the eye most completely. This folk-born decorative art is known as paper cutting. Unlike French silhouettes, which strive to faithfully reproduce real scenes, or Mexican Day of the Dead papel? Picado? Not sure. Not sure if that's how you say it. Often full of skulls and ritual imagery, Eastern paper cutting leans instead toward romance and symbolism. Carp, bats, magpies, animals whose names echo words of good fortune, carry people's hopes for the days ahead. Alongside them appear countless Yao, spirits that exist only in legend. In a local belief, even the most ordinary creatures stand shoulder to shoulder with divine beasts like dragons, arranged by birth here into a rotating roster of guardian spirits. In this way, the Yao achieve an early and rather charming form of equality across all species. Okay, this last part is very interesting. Right, so far throughout all of these pretty much Dushou Festival stories, the yearly Chinese story, should I maybe call it that? I don't know. But yeah, these stories so far have always carried some kind of divine beast or specific humanoid creature that is technically also some form of very rare being, I guess you could categorize it as, I guess. I wonder what's gonna be this year's then. Like, last year we had basically a guardian spirit. Actually, was the Chinatown story also on the Dushou, also in the same period rather? That one was, well, that story at least was tied to the main story. But the previous one wasn't. The previous one was kinda its own thing outside of, well, one very specific person being part of the story. Actually, yeah, I wonder who's gonna be our titular main character of this story now. I guess the me who is gonna be recording right now and inserting this into the recording will already know. This is weird. But yeah, very interesting, very interesting. This is a nice little pamphlet of I guess the city we are visiting and culture. But yeah, well, gonna hand it back to myself. That is gonna continue the journey right now, and probably already knows more than more than me right now, or will in a second. So let's keep going. All right, let's see about this. So paper Heron, huh? So what are you? You are definitely DPS and inspiration, huh? Actually, what do they recommend with you? Very interesting. If I take her and Voyager, wow, I haven't used Voyager in a while. But if I take her and Voyager, well, I recently got you. That's an interesting combo. Very interesting combo, huh? Okay. Curious.
Eyes of soldiers. The moans of the wounded.
Oh, it's doing the thing again. It's doing the thing again where it switches somehow to the main menu apparently. Okay, so what is your thingy? Precognition. Whenever an ally consumes Eureka, accumulate points of inspiration. Accumulate points of inspiration. Okay, that's the thing under the bar, right? For every one Eureka consumed, accumulate 1 point of inspiration. At the start of each round, randomly distribute inspiration points onto basic incantations. Each incantation may receive up to 5 points of inspiration and... Oh, no, it's that mechanic. Okay, right. When actively casting an incantation with inspiration points on it, add an impromptu incantation to the end of the spell queue, and all inspiration points on these casted incantations will be... Yeah, okay, it's that mechanic with follow-up attacks basically from that, right. The maximum number of inspiration points that can be distributed onto each basic incantation is increased to 8. At the start of the round, Paper Heron recovers all her Eureka and also recovers 2 Eureka for all other allies. Ooh. At the start of the round. Ooh, that's interesting. Okay. The damage of Impromptu Incantation is converted to Plant Afflatus reality damage. Impromptu Incantation splits and attacks 2 additional enemy targets at a final damage dealt minus 70% penalty against those targets. Okay, Impromptu Incantation additionally deals 25-50% reality damage when the number of enemies present is 2 or 1. Okay. Gain max Eureka plus... Whoa. So she immediately starts with her ult? Gains max Eureka plus 5... Oh, no. 5 extra Eureka points, right. When entering battle or after casting an ultimate, if not under Chi Panorama or deploys Chi Panorama. Chi Panorama? Array effects. Impromptu Incantation deals additional... okay. Okay. That has to do with the impromptu stuff. The next one is attack 5% when entering battle. That's fine. When entering battle grants true guidance to all other allies. True guidance. Attack plus Paper Heron's attack when entering battle times 15%. Okay. When the holder actively casts an incantation, Paper Heron consumes 2 Eureka to grant 2 additional points of inspiration to impromptu incantation for the round. Whoa, okay. When the number of inspiration allies present is at least 2 or 3, raises Glimpse of the Dao's level to 2 or 3 under Chi Panorama. Glimpse of Dao, that was what was in the top left corner earlier. Okay, that's a lot to read. Not now. I'm already reading enough. Impromptu Incantation gains Incantation Might plus Glimpse of Dao's current level times 5%. Okay, seems interesting. Okay, so the buff, Reader of Chi, everything in the world is Chi, both clear and obscure, auspicious and ominous, demanding careful attention. Mass buff, 2 stacks of Valley Wind, grants auspicious wind to all allies for 2 rounds. Valley Wind. At the start of the round, Heron consumes 1 stack of Valley Wind and 2 Eureka to grant damage dealt plus 20% to Impromptu Incantation for the round. Okay. Auspicious Wind, Incantation Might 20%, damage bonus 20%, reapplying this status extends its duration. Consume 2 Eureka to grant damage dealt 30% to Impromptu for next round. Okay. Okay, interesting. Shaper of Chi, the legendary techniques of an immortal, ever-changing and innumerable, all to make you laugh. Okay, yeah, she's definitely someone who lived for a long while. I already kind of made that assumption. Mass attack, reality damage to 2 enemies. After attacking, consume 2 Eureka to grant attack instance plus 1 to impromptu incantation. Okay. And her ult, a Papercraft Legion. Cut paper into warriors, summoning celestial commanders. Clouds rise like fortresses, invoking the mysteries of the heavens. Okay. Mass attack grants Eureka plus 2. Deal 750% reality damage to all enemies for each Eureka Paper Heron has. This attack gains ultimate might plus 50%. After attacking, grants 8 points of inspiration to impromptu incantation for the round. Increases glimpse of the Dao's level by 1. Alright. Very nice. Very nice. Very, very interesting. And yeah, let's do this. Let's see how this is gonna go. First one. Okay, 2 5-stars. Not bad. Second pull. Complete dud. Not even a 5-star. Wow. Alright, third one. Back to 2 5-stars. What are the chances the next pull is gonna be 4 stars again? Alright, fourth pull. Okay. At least 1 5-star. Fifth one. I guess my luck got used up on the Isolde pulls from the free banner. Okay, 6th one. There we go. Oh, okay, I definitely won the 50-50. Okay, bets on the table. Is it gonna be 2 paper herons? Okay, 1 paper heron. What the shit is this luck?
That was quite a spin. Well now, would you look at you? Time truly does gallop like a wild horse, eh? I am Paper Heron, humble Taoist, wanderer, and very glad to make your acquaintance.
Oh, this was very interesting. She actually addressed that she got summoned and commented on this spin. Huh, that's funny. Alright, everybody. Moment of truth. Are we ready? Are we ready? Is it gonna be another paper heron? Okay, wow!
Thank you for inviting me, Miss Vertin. A typical room is more than fine. Oh, by the way, do you happen to have a swimming pool here?
Sure. Also, yay, a villa! Well, this was successful. What the shit was this pull? Well, I needed a villa for a while now, so, you know what? I'm taking this. Why is it always this game? It's always... This game and Arcanists are... Basic Arcanists, not Anfield, are the only 2 games where I have, like, stupid luck. I feel like... These are the only 2 games where I have just stupid amounts of luck on pulls. Every other game, nah. Reavers and OG Arcanists? Hell yeah. And I will not complain. Oh, good God. Anyway, well, I have a character to build now, so for next time I can use her actually, I can use her actually on the stages in the story and everything. I'm gonna also try to set up the team that she works apparently best with in that recommendation. Need to also level up Unending Lee then as well to put her into the team. But yeah, anyway, that was it. Fuck's sake. Oh, it's always this game. It's always this game, I swear. It's always this game. But yeah, anyway, that's gonna be it. So thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did so, please consider leaving a like. It will help out a lot. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing, and if you want to support me more directly, memberships are open. As I always say, no video will be behind a membership, it's purely there for support, so thank you very much to all the members already doing so. Much appreciated. And I hope you all have a fantastic day wherever you are, and I will see you in the next one. Until then, bye-bye.